atop ancient sand dunes that harbor life found nowhere else, amidst dwindling orange groves and between the pressures of the coasts, where crickets still sing and the hills are full of billies. You are Livin on the Ridge, a variety show that celebrates the heritage of the heartlands of Central Florida, with news, events, sports, food, arts, and history. We serve up the good, the bad, and the weird. Living on the Ridge, putting the culture in agriculture. Folks, you're listening to Living on the Ridge with the shaman, and the shepherd is out. He must be collecting his sheep right now. But we're very privileged to have a wonderful guest here. I think our first elected official. We've had former ones here before. We invite Shelly Mercure.
So glad you got that right.
Oh, it took a lot of practice. Now, for our audiences, we've never met.
Never. It's nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming. Well, there was that one murder mystery.
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah. And there was Toys for Tots for a couple years.
Actually, we can't forget Toys for Tots. That's the most important thing.
It's fun being Santa with that.
It's fun.
It's very stressful.
It's very stressful.
Why is
it's a rewarding stressful. It's very rewarding to me.
It is. It's a wonderful experience, yes. And we have a nice group.
Yes, we do.
And it's a fun group.
Fun, yes.
But I think the stress is frankly self-inflicted and doesn't need to.
You know, I think if Toys for Tots fell in, like, say, September, October, it probably wouldn't be as stressful, because when we're packaging toys, I'm supposed to be shopping and getting my stuff ready, but I'm doing that stuff, and so then I start to stress because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get this done and this done and this done. I was a week late putting my tree up this year.
Oh my gosh. See, and that's the type of dedication you are as a public servant. But you could reverse it and do your Christmas shopping in September and put it your
I guess I could do that, but I'm not the kind of person that can go shopping and save it till December, because I will tell my kids, my husband, oh my gosh, you should see the cool thing I picked you up. Let me show you. And then when Christmas gets here, they're not even surprised.
So wait, how long, what's the time frame from the purchase to before you burst?
I have to get it around Thanksgiving or the first week, and fight myself until Christmas Day. And I'll even take my kids in. Look what I got your sister. Isn't that cool?
That makes it worse, right?
Yes.
But then they have to keep it the secret. Is that fair to them?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's fair to them. Because they're the same way.
So at the most, 30 days between purchase before you explode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're a ticking time bomb.
Yes, and I really have to give it to people who go shopping all year round and save it till Christmas. I got to give it to them.
They forget those. I've forgotten before. I'm like, I've gotten something cool, and I'm like, Christmas goes. Yep. What the heck?
Yep. I'll keep it in the closet on the top shelf, or I'll keep it under the bed or somewhere where I forget about it, and then I'm cleaning it out, or I'm in the closet, and all of a sudden, oh, wow, I forgot to give that to them.
And what do you do?
Keep it for me. Unless I don't fit into it.
So, but in the back of your mind, you always keep yourself in the purchase? Is that what you're saying? Is that the implication?
No, but I do buy myself Christmas presents.
And flowers?
Sometimes.
You know what you like.
I do.
Yeah?
I take the stress. You know, my husband should thank me for doing that.
What?
Taking the stress off of him for having to buy me something.
Do you work any credit in there for that, or?
No, I'll see a nice purse and I'll purchase it, and then I'll wrap it up and give it to myself for Christmas.
From Santa?
Yes, from Santa. Yes.
Well, wait a minute. So everybody knows
his purse, and I'm like, I know Santa did it.
He knows where it's from, right?
No, he doesn't.
He thinks Santa is real.
I'm not going to bust him for that. No, but if I find it and I tell him, then I run the risk of him not buying the right one or buying the wrong color or something. No, he's a good gift giver, though. He does a good job.
All right.
But there's just sometimes you can't pass things up. You got to buy them.
But then you run the risk of telling him or
No.
So, I mean, a lot of times, well, gifts are about timing too. Birthday gifts and so forth. Christmas is the big one, right?
It is, and he did really good this year. He bought me a Pac-Man arcade. It's an arcade, Miss Pac-Man. It's like a real arcade game. He bought that for me.
The toggle switch,
Yeah.
the buttons. Just
Player
quarters
one,
in?
player two. No,
quarters?
you just press start and go.
Oh,
I mean, it's a good thing because if you know me from Rotary, you know I don't carry cash or change on me, so I'd never be able to play.
maybe that's your version of hell.
Yes. So it just stays plugged in, and I don't have to worry about coins. And
Oh, well, and how often do you play? Are you becoming really good at this, or?
I had a high score. I was really proud of myself for the high score. And then a friend of mine came over and babysat my dogs and played it, and more than doubled my high score. So now I'm having.
That's rude.
Yeah.
That's rude.
I know.
I should have unplugged
So
it.
don't you ever touch my game again.
They probably did it in the first try.
I'm so sorry. That's my favorite game. And I was like, mine too, but now I can't beat your high score.
You could, right?
It'll take some time. He really
Okay.
put a good score on it. He did. It was really great. I had to give it to him. I was like, man, that's great.
So Call of Duty's next and Mario Kart.
Nah,
No,
No.
never did that.
I don't like those kind.
For me, it's totally passed me by. I play Mario Kart with my kids.
like
We
that
got a
one,
Wii,
Yes,
But-
me too.
Xbox, and all these other point of view games. I can't.
I can't
It just
even.
and it's that's the same reason why I don't do golf. It's the price of entry is way too high for me. I'm done. You know.
For golf?
It's so complicated to get your swing, and then the greens fees, and it's expensive. I do disc golf,
Do you do putt-putt golf?
absolutely, but that costs money too. But I do disc golf, which is free. It's awesome.
I don't know
And I
anything about
stink.
disc golf.
I stink at that, but if you stink at regular golf, it's very obvious.
I stink at regular golf too. I will have swung 5 times before I hit the ball. I'm one of those. I don't think there's a handicap big enough for me.
More time in the range, right?
I'll just pass.
Yeah, see, I'm done. Yeah.
I'll let somebody else have my
Yeah.
time.
What about pickleball?
Um,
This is my segue. This is my segue.
I've never played pickleball.
Do you look forward to in Avon Park?
I don't know.
You're going to try it?
I'll
You
try it.
have, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, that this council person has been representing the city at all the grand openings and the city events and so forth. She's out there. She insists that she's not running for re-election. So the only reason she's doing that is because she cares about Avon Park.
I'm not rerunning. No.
I know.
I
And
do care about Avon Park. I'm from Avon Park, so
I know. And you're the one council person standing up. We also have to thank Bernice as well for standing up.
yes, Bernice, yes.
But let's talk about pickleball. I know you folks are really itching to hear about other things, but I never would have gotten her here this far. Don't worry. We're going to wear her down after about 30 minutes, and it's confessional time here on Living on the Ridge. People, no breaks. We just...
So pickleball, let's see. Yes, I will try it. But see, I don't know what pickleball. I don't know about it. Like, is it a wiffle ball with a paddle?
You've seen
Is
it.
I've seen it, but I've never held the actual equipment. Is it a wiffle ball?
It does slow down quite a bit when you smack it.
Okay, see.
It's like it's like a giant ping pong ball. I don't know if does it have holes in it?
I think we should Google it. I really don't know.
I resent it because I like to play tennis and it's consuming tennis courts, and it's going to do that here. That's
I don't
fine.
like tennis anyway. I'm not a tennis player.
But you're not anti-tennis. You're just indifferent.
Oh, I just have my own likes, and tennis and golf is not one of them.
To me,
But that's not saying that everybody else shouldn't like it, because, everybody has their likes, and tennis and golf are not.
That was not controversial, what you said. You don't have to qualify it just like that.
I just wanted anybody.
Oh,
I just don't want people to.
Are you that sensitive?
She's so against golf. Oh, no.
Really? You have to.
Yes, that's how I feel. I have to.
You have to be able to.
I need to let people know that you have your opinions and you have your likes, and if they're not what I like, no big deal.
You heard it here first. And anybody who bothers you about that stuff, you just send them to the link when we show this.
That's right.
Get
it wrote down.
You know what? I answered that. Here's the link.
That's right.
And you'll even put a timestamp on it, right?
Yeah. So back to
pickleball, which you are indifferent to, but you're excited about.
I am.
Something being done at Donaldson Park.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm excited for that. Because I know a lot of people in our community want things for the young kids to do, the young people to do. And I think that'll bring a togetherness. I'm hoping that'll bring a togetherness. Because I know that people go to Sun and Lake, they go to Sebring, they go out of town and play pickleball. Why? Why do we have to have our residents go out of town to enjoy something? Let's hurry up. Let's get this pickleball started. We've been talking about pickleball since I was elected my first term. It's been almost 4 years ago. So I think it's time. Let's get it put in before the fad wears off.
Well, I agree. It's a great park.
It is a great park. Yeah. And when we get our splash pad in, it's going to be even better, and the kids are going to be able to go and play, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And those plans are moving forward. Can you tell us where we are the latest here in early March 2026?
I don't really have the specifics of where we are right this minute. I know there's been movement. I've seen the movement down there, but I couldn't, and I don't want to mislead the listening audience with incorrect information.
See that? You hear that, folks? The steps that she takes to clarify her position and show integrity is so fundamental. Who did this to you? My gosh.
I don't know if I should thank them or not. But I don't want people to come back and say, well, Shelly said, and she was wrong. So rather than them be, given the green light to say that, I'll just refrain from giving out incorrect information.
So what is your hope in the next few years for Donaldson Park? What do you think could happen?
Could happen, or what I would like to see happen.
Oh yeah, what would you like to see? If you had your own vision plan for Donaldson Park?
Right. I would like to see the pickleballs completed. I would like to see the splash pad completed. And I personally wouldn't mind seeing the dock out on the water, the covered dock, with a little aerated fountain in the middle to clean up the lake. I would love that.
Keep going. Cook, as the kids would say. Cook. What else?
I just think that's great with the lights, the lights on the dock where people could go out and just sit on the water for a little bit.
And tell us about your concerns for the water quality of the lake and other lakes.
Well, I don't know if we're going to share the same opinions on that.
Okay.
Because ever since I've lived in Avon Park, that lake has always been the dirtiest. Mm-hmm. Because everything just drips right down into it. Mm-hmm. The runoff, the garbage, people washing their cars, just everything hits that lake. So we would really need some serious overhaul to clean that lake and to maintain that lake.
Mm-hmm. Have you swum in it?
Never.
Oh my gosh. What about ISIS?
Yes, I've swum in ISIS. I've put my feet in Verona, but that's about as far in as I'll go.
Tulane?
I fished in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've fished in Verona. I've fished in Verona, swam in ISIS, fished in Tulane.
Were you part of the gang that would swim in ISIS on the regular? And
yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, not in the public spot, because I had a friend who lived on the lake, so we would go down and swim around the corner. But that was a very clean lake. We also lived on a lake here in Avon Park, right up here, Lake Anoka.
Oh, okay.
We lived on that lake for a while.
And that's clean?
our area was clean because we cleaned it, and we would take the broom and go and sweep off the sediment on the bottom. So we had a really nice area for the kids to swim in.
Wow.
But as far as being clean, I mean, it's got hydrilla in it over on one side. So I think the majority, when we moved out, the hydrilla was choking the lake out. So I don't know how it is now.
So Lake Isis, how deep would you go?
Lake Isis. Well, I have a fear when I put my head under the water. If I see the black, you know, how it goes down and it's really dark in there, that is a very freak out moment. So I don't go very deep. I would go maybe my neck. That's about it. But now, since I'm an adult, but when I was a kid, man, we swam all over that lake.
No fear.
No fear. Mm-mm.
Would you like to have some of that back, or
No?
you're because you did stupid stuff, right?
It's a good thing we didn't have social media back then. Yes.
So, do you think the city and the community should be more concerned about the water quality of the lake?
Absolutely, yes. I think all of our lakes need concern, and I mean, we're letting our kids swim in those lakes. Watch the runoff from the groves, watch the runoff from the streets, watch the runoff period from everywhere, not necessarily the streets, just everything that drips in there. Yes.
And
Fish out of those lakes. They eat that fish. So
what kind of fish would you catch? You said you would.
we would catch speck and bluegill and some bass, but we threw them back because I wasn't a fish eater.
Oh, so you catch and release?
Mm-hmm. Always.
Did you hear about?
Unless it's so big, my husband needs a taxidermy it, and then we don't. I'm sorry for fish that are hanging on my wall.
You got to eat it, right? No, yeah.
Nope.
Freshwater.
Let the taxidermy keep the
Well, that's a good deal, because he gets the biggest fish.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good
He
deal.
was eating good.
And they actually use now saltwater fish. They typically don't use the hide, but freshwater fish they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got 4. We got 4 of them.
Bass, all bass.
Yes, all bass.
From where?
One was from Lake Walk Water in Lake Wales. One was from Lake Huckleberry, I think it's called. It's in Sebring. It's a lake that's out at the end of Sparta. And one was from Lake Istapoga. Actually, 2 of them were from Lake Istapoga. And that's all.
Do you fish anymore?
No. I'd like to, but I don't. We don't have a boat anymore, and I just never have.
What about kayaking?
Kayaking. I've only been kayaking one time. One. And you know where I went kayaking at?
Peace River.
No. Weeki Wachee Springs.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a good one.
That was good.
Yeah.
Rode myself right into the weeds. It was great.
I love Florida Springs. Speaking of water quality, there's so many north of us.
Yes, there are very nice ones.
Oh my gosh. Around the Panhandle.
Gainesville, yeah.
Those places just,
Ocala.
they're worth moving to just because you have 3 springs within 15 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
I would live, and a lot of them are in the Sticks, on the Swanee, on the Santa Fe.
My mom lives up in Crystal River, and they have a lot of springs. They have 3 Sister Springs. I think there's one called Peacock Springs or
Yes.
Springs.
Yep.
Okay. And then Weeki Wachee Springs and Juniper Springs, but that's farther over in Ocala with the National Forest.
Oh, man.
There's so many, I don't know.
Florida has, I believe, the biggest concentration of natural springs, freshwater springs, and so forth. There's a warm one in Bonita Springs.
A warm one?
Warm. Like
it feels like bath water?
pee your pants.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Not at
Why would you want
first.
to do that, though? Why would you want to go in warm springs? It's already hot here, and you want to go in the hot water? It's like going
They have
to
healing
on a hot day. Or a hot shower. Although some people like hot.
No. We had a scout friend in scouts, and he was another scout leader, and he was insufferable. And this is coming from me, okay? I know how insufferable I am. And he says, "Oh, the British used to drink hot tea in India.
Either
Maybe in India.
I'm sure they do both. My mother-in-law used to drink hot tea, and she was from Massachusetts, so
But he said, it's ridiculous. I'm like, that's just the dumbest thing. Because no, I want a cold beverage. That's ridiculous. Oh, the hot beverage. Oh, it's going to increase your perspiration.
That's why I don't understand. I'm not a coffee drinker either. People just drink coffee all day long and it's hot. And I'm like, that's just barbaric. Drinking hot coffee in Florida when it's 95 degrees outside. To each their own. Just give me a glass of sweet tea with a lemon and I'm good.
You're good. A little shade.
No.
No shade.
Inside.
AC.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's March. Do you have your AC on?
I sure do.
Oh my God.
I just turned it back on.
Does that kill you or?
To not have it on?
No, March. We're here in March. It's crazy.
It's to be expected. It's to be expected, yeah. Actually, it's not very, very hot. I mean, yes, it's warm, but it's not like June hot.
You just wait.
Between June and November hot.
And some other improvements along Main Street. We have some businesses opening up.
We do, yep.
And
good for them. Good for them for opening up.
Can you tell us what it was like? What was the heyday for Main Street? I understand the 80s were, and you were super young, I know.
I was barely even born. Just kidding.
But can you tell us the heyday and some of the fond memories you had of all the hustle and bustle along Main Street?
Wow, where do I start?
How about cruising up and down Main Street? I heard that
told you I did that.
I heard that was a thing.
It was. Anytime parents back then wanted to find their kids, that's the place they went.
Where'd you park?
We didn't. Well, it just depends what group was hanging where. Usually we parked at Donaldson Park. Usually we parked at the State Farm building, which was actually where GeoDev is now. We parked in there.
Okay.
We parked in the El Zocalo parking lot. We parked at Ace Hardware parking lot. We parked at the tap room parking lot. We parked in between
Is it the tap room there?
Yeah, tap room's been there for a long time. It used to be called something else. I think it was, I don't know. It's always just been the liquor store to me. I don't remember the name, but yeah, we would park there and we'd chat for a little bit, and then we'd go and just drive the whole mall. We'd turn our music up and put our windows down, and it was fun. It was so much fun. There were rarely any fights.
And it was all Avon Park kids.
Avon Park.
Did any Sebring kids?
They did.
They
did. There was a couple times that they came through.
And it got tense.
It just depends on what group you hung with. I never was in with any people that had.
There's some serious rivalries here, though. Y'all take it really serious.
Yep. Yeah, we do.
Still?
Not me.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oh, two-door?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's a coupe.
Yeah, it was nice. It had a rag top on top. It was burgundy on the inside.
Was it convertible?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that what a rag top is? I thought rag top just meant it had leather on the top.
Oh, okay.
Like it was a whole roof, but it had leather on the top of it.
Oh yeah, on the one of the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
And had a good engine.
Yeah, I did.
Leadfoot? Were you a lead?
I'm not going to incriminate myself.
It's the statute of limitations.
My mother and ask her, she would say yes.
We may reach out to her, okay, for a rebuttal. Anybody else? No, you wouldn't.
No, I'm not gonna give names. But we had fun. Those were the days, you know. And when the band came through from going to a football game, we would drive right through the middle of town. Everybody would cheer because the football team sometimes was in front of us. They would all cheer from the parking lots wherever we were sitting, and then everybody would go put their stuff up, come back, and join whichever group we needed to go to. So,
did your groups change all the time, or you had
not really
a posse?
No, we didn't really group up, and there were cliques, but it wasn't like I think we all hung out with everybody. Yes, there were cliques, but all the cliques kind of accepted all of the kids. So we didn't really have any kind of, I'm not going to go over there with them. So at least me, I didn't.
Well, you were in band, so how cool was that?
Back then, it was. Now, I can't say.
How many members when you were in
In
band?
band?
How many?
Man,
Well over 100.
You remember how long ago that was, right? Yeah, it was over 100. I would say yes. We were nice too. We were good.
You're a little younger than me, but
A little. How much would you think a little is?
I think I know.
I'm 55.
Yeah.
I just turned 55 like a week or two ago.
All right. So 8 years.
Okay.
See?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You would have been in middle school. We would have never seen, we would have never crossed paths. So
Probably not.
no. So
Let's try it again.
folks, you're listening to Living on the Ridge. We're talking with Shelly Mercure. What was the maiden name?
Browning.
Browning. That's right. And you had siblings. How many?
I did. I have a sister.
Okay. And she is here talking with us about growing up and living on the ridge in Avon Park and what the cool stuff was back then. Tell us about band and you guys. What did you learn from band? How did that shape your high school years?
I think it kept me disciplined. It kept me focused because I really liked it. I played the saxophone and I really liked it. In order to participate in band and go places, you had to keep your grades up. So it made me stay focused on my grades. Well, my mom too made me stay focused on my grades, but I had to stay focused. So, and I don't know, just the bonds that I built with other people and the skill. The ability to play an instrument and read music. It was really neat. I really enjoyed it. I joined when I was in middle school, so I played the saxophone for 8 years. Do not ask me to pick up a saxophone right now because I would pass out.
You knew I was going to.
I know, I could tell by the look on your face. Plus, my mom, before she moved to Crystal River just recently, she said, "Oh, by the way, I sold your saxophone." And I was almost like, "Oh, okay, great." But then I was like, "Oh, it was a part of me." But it's okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
How did you get started? Was it just you joined a band class in middle school and you liked it? And
In 5th grade, yeah.
And did you have a teacher that was especially encouraging?
Back then it was Mr. Johnson.
Oh.
And yeah, he was nice. He was good, a good teacher. There were many teachers that were really good that I really clicked with. There was one that was not, and that was my 11th grade year, and I won't say any names because, well, I don't think he's around here anymore, but I wasn't too fond of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got an F in band that year.
What?
I know, isn't that crazy?
How did you recover?
Oh, who gets an F in band? Let's talk about that.
You got to be a real thug or something. And sabotaging. Did you set fire to something?
No,
you
I slept. I would pull the music stand, I'd turn it around and I'd flip it and I'd put my head down on it and sleep on it. I thought, I was trying to make a statement, but in the end, he had the last laugh because he made me give me an F.
For the year?
It was just for a semester.
And did that shape you up?
It made me madder. But that was at the end of the year. So then by the beginning of the next year, we had a new teacher.
Oh. So your senior year?
He moved on. Mm-hmm.
And that was fun. And
that was fun because we had a teacher. His name was Jim Lanier. And he lives here in Avon Park.
Oh, that was your band teacher?
Yes.
He's over at...
He's at Union.
Yes.
Yes.
He is their creative worship director.
He had some great shows.
Mm-hmm.
He has the knack.
I need to have him on this show.
You should. Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had one show where we traveled around the world. We had different places that we went. Like there was one that we had Italy, I'm sorry. And there were a couple of the band members that dressed like they were from Italy and they did they danced. And then there was one from Germany and I don't know, we just went all the way around the world and we had these little pins that had a little light in them. And we turned all the lights off at the football game, at the football field. They warned them, but they turned the lights off and we turned our little lights on. So all you could see was our little lights and us marching. It was really neat. If you ever have a chance to find that on YouTube, see if you can. I think it is. I don't know. I think I'll have to look for it. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
That was one of the best shows. It was fun too.
It was fun at the moment,
It was fun preparing for it.
and
Well, we had band practice every Tuesday and Thursday, I believe, but that one we went a little bit longer for because that was a great show.
it was tough. It's interesting that you don't remember the hard work, you don't remember the missed homework, the sleep, and
Oh, I
so
didn't miss homework.
You
Remember, I had my mom at my house, so I didn't miss homework.
or you missed
That's
out on
why I slept during
you,
band.
you did. That was the year before, according to you. Okay,
Yeah.
folks, the timeline does not.
No, it was the year before.
But I don't think. Did you think you would have enjoyed doing the show and have such fond memories if it was easier, if there wasn't that hard work behind it?
I don't know. I don't know because it goes back to the group of people that we were with. So yes, there was hard work, but it was fun at the same time. So, and it's unfortunate the band is not negatively. I'm not saying that, but back then we had demerits. Demerits. Do you know what demerits are?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
punishment.
Yes. So we actually had inspection. We had spats that went on top of our shoes and they had to be clean. Our gloves had to be clean. We had gloves, so they had to be clean. The Busby had to be brushed. There had to be no lint on
Wait,
it.
you took care of your own uniform
Yeah, yes, we did. Well, we had it dry cleaned. We had to have it dry cleaned.
once a year or something?
I think once every 5 years, yeah. That was before Febreze.
You gotta be kidding me! Once every 5 years?
No, I'm just kidding. It was
Once a year.
I have mine done probably every couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
Maybe once a week or so.
All right.
But
you had to do it,
Oh yeah, I did it.
and you had to pay to
But
have it
back
dry
then-
clean.
Yeah, back then it was nothing. It was minimal.
Uh huh.
So
And you had to wash your gloves, and your gloves
we
got
washed our
stained.
gloves.
Your equipment, your instrument.
Yes, our instrument had to be wiped with no fingerprints. Our Busbies had to be brushed in a certain direction. Yes, we had no crap on our fuzz or anything on our uniform. Our belt had
You had lint rolls, and
Yes.
you guys were lint rolling each other in line, and
Yep.
and
And then we had to be inspected, and if we didn't meet the certain rules, we'd get demerits.
and you subjected yourself to that willingly.
It was fun. It made me the person I am today.
Nothing wrong there, huh, folks? Wow. Okay. Well, now you have trauma-informed behavior. That's
I need to
interesting.
get some of my band members from 1986 to 1989 to come in here and vouch for me.
What do you mean? I believe that you've been
Oh,
on.
no, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying we need to get a group together so we can talk about our
Oh my
demerit moments.
gosh.
It was fun.
That would be like the barber shop, man. There would be so much. There would be a lot coming out, I think.
No, there wouldn't.
Really? Because after you guys start, into each other, then you start being catty. Then you start talking about these old enemies, and then I'll have them on.
Nope, it's sealed. It's sealed. It's going to the grave.
Well, then what's the point? I want them. I want dirt. I want scoops. I want tea. All right. So if you guys aren't ready to do that,
So about the pickleball, no,
I do want to ask you, if you're willing to answer, how tough it's been to serve as councilperson of late. And you folks can go on the news. You can go look at the old council meetings and so forth to find out what I'm talking about.
the first 3 years, I would say the first 2.5 years, it was great. It was good. No turmoil, no hatefulness, no friction, no tension. It's great. Ever since then, no. If I knew what I know now, I would not have reran again.
There was some inkling at the time, and there was your own personal views as well as what you knew to be true. And you still, I think it shows again how much you care about this town, that you were willing to stick it out, and when others have not stuck it out. That is disappointing. You don't have to be from here to care about this town, I believe. But and you
Good point.
and you don't have to be from here to have people attack you.
You don't have to be from here to care. But when people who aren't from here use this as a brag moment, that's when it irritates me. Like, are you caring because you care about Avon Park, or are you caring because you're going to earn a brag moment? It's a big difference to me. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
I do want to point out, for the record, for posterity, that you were the one who made the motion to have a $100,000 grant go to the baseball museum expansion.
Yes.
So can we talk about that moment and why you thought that it was a good investment and what you like to see?
I felt like it was a good investment because Doc 70 put his heart and soul into that. And to sit on the dais and look at a man who just has put every single effort, his hard work, his effort, his blood, sweat, and tears into something that he thought was going to be better for the city or bring the city enjoyment, I guess I should say. I couldn't have not, I couldn't have sat there and said, no, this isn't good for us. It's good for us. We have a lot of history in this town with baseball. We have a lot of history actually with a lot of our sports, but Doc 70 sees a lot of baseball history. I just couldn't. I couldn't.
I will say this. It was an extraordinary move and a bold move, I think. And I think you showed that bold measures are needed. Were you surprised at all by the unanimous vote and the reaction afterwards?
I'm not really surprised at the unanimous vote because I know a couple of the other council members are from Avon Park. So I kind of feel like maybe they could see also the advantages to having the baseball museum. Maybe they saw what I saw in Doc when he approached us about it. Maybe they saw his passion and realized that his blood, sweat, and tears had gone into it. So am I surprised? No, not really. I feel like they saw it too.
You were going to make the motion regardless.
I was, yes. Yeah, yeah, I was.
And you set things into motion through that, I believe. I really don't think that the county would have ponied up $100,000 if the city of Avon Park had not done the same.
Well, and here's my thought. Why can't we invest in ourselves? Why do we have to have the county invest in us? Let's invest in ourselves.
There's money there.
Yes, there's money there. So why not invest in ourselves?
Some people are so concerned about fiduciary responsibilities that they penny pinch themselves to death and nothing gets done. And so much stagnation that we see there. That when really, for instance, when I was there, mm-hmm. when the motion carried and the reaction from legal and from some of the council members was timid. It was like, well, we got to see if this is okay, and let's see if it passes muster. And even legal was musing about, well, I don't know if it really addresses slum and blight. And I'm like, it's in this area district. And so the reaction against something I thought was extraordinary and really needed, and I had no idea that you were doing that. I honestly thought it was great. And you and I don't know if we were really friends back then, but we knew each other. I knew all the council members.
Yeah, we knew each other, yeah.
Yeah.
Knew of.
To me, when you made that motion, everybody should have just, stood up and cheered and said, wow, this is excellent. This is an ideal investment, and it totally matches the CRA requirements. And they had to be reminded about that. And I think that shows you the level of stagnation that some of these forces present.
Well,
She's being so careful. Darn it, folks! I thought she would break by now.
I'm not gonna.
She was so careful about it, and she told me that, okay, I think I'm ready. Like this is some artistic retrospect.
I don't want to try to go into the mind of other council members because that could be a scary place. So I'm gonna just stay in my own mind, stay in my own lane, too. So, anyway.
So that is part of your legacy is the Baseball Museum. What about the centennial celebration for the city?
Well, I've heard that there was a couple organizations that wanted to do a birthday, and I can't wait for it. I think that's going to be great. I hope that's a day that we open in the morning time and close down late at night. I hope it's a party all day long.
That would be fun.
I would love it.
And light up golf carts and a bike parade.
A golf cart parade, a bike parade, a boat parade.
Let's on the lake?
Yeah, let's party. Let's do it all day long, from the morning to the night. Yeah.
We'll party like
I want it to be remembered. I want everybody to remember it.
It should.
20 years when we're down the road and you say, Shelly, would you please come to my radio show? And I'll say, yes, Sean, I'm going to come to your radio show. And you know what you're going to do? Remember the time that we had our centennial party? And I'm yes.
We raced golf carts down Main Street.
Yep. That would be so much
We cooked a pig.
Hot dogs for all. No, if it's planned right and it provides a lot of different activities for a lot of different people, I think it can be pulled off. And I think everybody would have a good time.
Well, a lot of what this city is known for, they did it 100 years ago. It's been a while, Shuffleboard Court is a little bit later. I think it was the 30s. They had the first ones or something. But the Jacaranda, the Baseball Museum, or the Depot Museum, the Head Field, and the city's incorporation. And then there's a couple other buildings that are 100 years old.
Celebrate them.
What are we going to
cherish them? We need to cherish them. They're our history.
Forget 20 years. What are they going to say in 21-26 about
we need to cherish
the 200-year anniversary?
Right.
They should look back on 2026 and said, "Hey, they did that splash pad is still going. The Shelly Mercure, the Splash Shelly,
the old Mercure."
We'll call it the Splash Shelly.
No, I really hope that, in 100 years we can look back and still have all of our history throughout.
And the gazebo.
Just like we can look back. Yeah, I hope so.
You know what? If we do the 100th birthday party, put a band in the bandstand, for Pete's sake. Mm-hmm. It's not a bandstand. It's really a gazebo, unless you have a band.
It's a gazebo.
Is it? And
it's always been a gazebo. I've never heard it called a bandstand. A lot of people in town, maybe that are a little older than me, have heard it called a bandstand, but I've always thought it was a gazebo.
You ever seen a band play there?
Yeah.
Really? Who?
Did the band? Church groups.
Did the band play there?
We wouldn't have fit.
No, like a quartet.
No.
Did you have your homecoming picture taken there?
No.
What? I thought that was a ritual.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Not for Shelly?
No.
There's another story here.
I honestly don't remember where I
maybe you did
homecoming. Maybe I didn't go. I don't know. I didn't go to my senior prom because I don't know why, but well, I do, but I'm not going to put that out on the airwaves.
Next time. In 20 years, will you tell us?
Yes, in 20 years, I'll tell you why I didn't.
And you'll tell us all about what you didn't say.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put this in my
council.
calendar.
Yeah. No,
my planner.
And your thoughts about what you can say in 20 years that you can't say now about the council and your experiences.
I could say that in 4 years. I'm just kidding.
Maybe we'll do a time capsule.
Yeah, I'll write it all down.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll give it to somebody, and then you guys can pull it out and read all my notes.
To be opened.
Yeah.
What?
Like our time capsule down on Main Street.
To be opened when?
I have no idea.
What, 5 years, 10 years after you're gone?
You know what?
It's just like your Christmas gift. They
It
don't.
was in '86 that we buried that thing. I could be wrong. It
No,
was. Okay.
sounds around. Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's 100-year or 50-year. I does it have a
For
date on
you, no, but for
it?
you.
Oh, I'm talking about the time capsule.
No. How long would your letter have to ferment before we can read it?
When the paper's about to fall apart. The ink is disappeared and you lift it out and moths go.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you do record your thoughts and try to set the record straight and so forth like that, and you put them in different canisters, you'll have a magnified role.
It will be like geocaching.
Yeah, well, other people's, their texts and their emails and so forth, they'll disappear. Yours will be the only surviving record, and it will carry all the weight of evidence because all the other digital evidence has disappeared, and now yours.
Will it though?
So we're going to.
I'm gonna start printing things off.
Well, your manifesto,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll put them in these canisters. And I tell you, the best spot, and I've said this before, the best spot to put stuff is the landfill, because that's where archaeologists go.
Have you been to our landfill?
No, I'm sure it's wonderful.
Oh, it's taken care of, and it's a landfill. It stinks. It stinks so bad.
Well, I compost all of my organic waste, so it's not my methane that's being generated.
Okay, but anyway, it stinks so bad.
Did we miss anything, Miss Shelley?
No, I don't think so.
We're thorough.
You've already talked about my band thing and my mall riding times, and yeah, I think that's
And so, can we say about your future with Avon Park? Is it limited?
yeah, it's limited for now.
Mm-hmm. Is that you're celebrating that, of course, but is there a little bit of a pang that you're leaving your town and so forth? But are you ready? I don't know. It's a little bit of pang, nostalgia.
So about the pickleball, no, I just my future's undecided right now.
It sounds exciting, and you don't have to share anything you don't want to.
Yeah,
but it sounds exciting.
It's exciting, but I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that in until the time's right.
Okay, you're gonna put that in the letter, too.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be its own separate time capsule.
This is gonna be like a
Matter of fact, you
journal.
can open that one before any of them. How about that?
All right.
All right.
All right. Wait, you can entrust me with the records?
This will be in landfill, or it'll be under your compost.
You can
pile.
You can geocache.
There you go. I don't know how to do that, but
All right. Folks, you've been listening to Livin on the Ridge with our guest, Shelly Mercure, councilperson for Avon Park. Shelly, thanks so much for joining us.
yeah, this was better than I thought it was going to go.
Really? Yeah, but what? What did you think was going to happen?
That's why
I was going to
it was unknown. I didn't know. What
Well,
was gonna happen.
you came. You knew I was going to ambush you, right? And say, j'accuse.
I would have flung these headphones off. Well, I don't have headphones. Sling it. Sean, I'm not answering that question. Slinging the chair.
No comment. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. Living on the Ridge, Sunday nights, 5 to 7, right here on 104.9.
Thank you, Sean.
Have a good night.
Bye.